chasing the dragon. It's that feeling when you know there's still a little more in the tank, a fraction of a second to be found.
You know, mate, some folks wonder why these drivers spend so much time in practice. But it's just like prepping a barbie. You gotta get it right before the big show.
Exactly. Rob, practice makes perfect, and in racing, perfect can be the difference between pole position and the back of the grid.
Now, here's a term some might not be familiar with: roll bar stiffness. Sounds technical, doesn't it?
It does, but in essence, it's about how the car reacts to lateral forces, especially during cornering. Adjusting the roll bar can change how the car behaves mid-corner. A softer setting can be more forgiving, but a stiffer one might give the driver a quicker response, albeit with less margin for error.
Wayne Pearson is on the outlap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Mr. Bang's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Wayne Pearson posted a 5:06.847 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything: the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Look at Sunrider taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
With just 36 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you'd think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it. Starting with that aero package. the balance between drag and downforce.
Oh, for sure. You tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
It's a bit like looking for water in the outback. These drivers are searching for that sweet rhythm where everything just clicks.
Spot on. It's that elusive flow state. When everything syncs up, the car, the track, the driver, that's when magic happens.
Watch as Sunrider takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Wayne Pearson's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 5:06.847. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Look at Sunrider taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Look at Mr. Bang taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Sunrider's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
There's the first flying lap for Wayne Pearson, hitting 5:06.847. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Look at Mr. Bang taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
In these sessions, they're not just pushing the car's limits, but their own too. Testing their mettle, seeing how far they can go before the big dance.
Exactly. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Balancing aggression with precision, daring with data. It's an art and a science.
Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping them up and hitting the road. It's like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear, or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
Mr. Bang is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Alright, Wayne Pearson has put down a 506.847. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Nissan GT-R 35 Cup 2007.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Wayne Pearson's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 9:16.188. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Look at Sunrider go, they're really giving it some jandle now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car's performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
Wayne Pearson posted 9:16.188 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Sunrider is really opening up the taps now, their first flyer of the session. This is where we start to see what Nissan GT-R 35 Cup 2007 has got under the hood.
That's right, Rob. They're shaking off the cobwebs and really starting to push. It's all about finding that sweet spot between speed and control on the circuit.
It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions. Like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right. In Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
Wayne Pearson posted a 3:23.894 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Sunrider has a best lap time of 2:52.531. Mr. Bangs on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Wayne Pearson has a best lap time of 2:55.691. Chris Ildukes on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Mr. Bangs on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Watch as Puppy Dog from Hell takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
With just 19 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Mr. Bang is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Alright, Sunrider has put down a 253.652. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Nissan GT-R 35 Cup 2007.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Mr. Bang is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Puppy Dog from Hell is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Chris Ilduke's on the out lap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the corn before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Watch as Puppy Dog from Hell takes it nice and easy on this out lap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
Chris Duke is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting the racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
There's the first flying lap for Sunrider, hitting 252.980. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Puppy Dog from Hell is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting the racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Look at Chris Duke taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy on this out lap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Puppy Dog from Hell is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting the racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Sunrider posted 252.980 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Look at Puppy Dog from Hell taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Watch as Chris Duke takes it nice and easy on this out lap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Jack M Team is on the out lap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting the racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Mate, sometimes I reckon the pit wall looks like they're controlling a spaceship with all those dials and knobs.
You're not wrong. Each of those adjustments, from brake bias to differential settings, has a profound effect on car behavior. It's like tuning a guitar, but instead of strings, you're tweaking mechanical symphonies to get the car singing just right on the track.
So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. You liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
There are just over 10 minutes left in this practice session. Jack M team is on the outlap, not just warming up the tyres, but also warming up their instincts, getting the racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Watch as Patrick Schwanz takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Patrick Schwanz is on their outlap.
This is the moment they've been preparing for. Let's see if they can execute.
What an impressive performance from Patrick Schwanz. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Patrick Schwanz has been absolutely exceptional in this qualifying session. Their performance is a testament to their skill and determination.
Puppy Dog from Hell has secured a respectable 5th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? A solid qualifying performance by Jack M team, positioning them in 4th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You're spot on, Rob. Jack M team's current position of 4th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
A strong showing from Mr. Bang as they currently sit in 8th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Mr. Bang has done a fantastic job to claim 8th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
What a performance from D-Max. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? It's an impressive showing by Patrick Schwanz in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result.
Well said, Rob. Patrick Schwanz is truly in a league of their own in this qualification session. Their dominant display is a testament to their talent and determination.
Eric Wolfs has put in a great effort and currently holds 9th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
Absolutely, Rob. Eric Wolfs has shown great potential to secure 9th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Impressive display by Sunrider, currently sitting in position 2. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Sunrider has completed their outlap. Incredible drive by Patrick Schwanz so far, earning him 8th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
Spot on analysis, Rob. Patrick Schwanz has positioned themselves well in 8th. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
A solid performance from Chris Duke as they currently hold position 6. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Chris Duck has put in a remarkable effort to secure 6th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
It's an impressive showing by Patrick Schwanz, currently in 9th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? And there goes O'Hagan, currently in position 10. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
I completely agree, Rob. Mike has positioned themselves impressively in 10th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Impressive work from Wayne Pearson, who has claimed 2nd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. Puppy Dog from Hell has secured a respectable 10th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalise on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Currently in 2nd, Wayne Pearson has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. D-Max has put in a great effort and currently holds 9th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Impressive display by Mr. Bang, currently sitting in position 8. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. Sunrider has positioned themselves well in 5th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Great analysis, Rob. Sunrider has shown excellent pace to secure 5th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position.
Sunrider has just completed a lap in 2:50.895. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Incredible drive by Patrick Schwanz so far, earning him 6th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Patrick Schwanz has completed their outlap. It's an impressive showing by Wayne Pearson, currently in 4th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You're absolutely right, Rob. Wayne Pearson's current position of 4th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Wayne Pearson has completed their first flying lap in 2:52.449. And there goes Mr. Bang, currently in position 6. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Mr. Bang has positioned themselves impressively in 6th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. Impressive work from Sunrider, who has claimed 2nd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. A solid qualifying performance by Eric Wolfs, positioning them in 4th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Eric Wolfs has just completed that lap in 2:52.928. Their best lap so far is 2:52.928, putting them in P4. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? A strong showing from Wayne Pearson as they currently sit in 3rd. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Currently in 5th, Mr. Bang has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 2:54.501. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. A solid performance from Chris Ilduke as they currently hold position 7. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. Mike has secured a respectable 8th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalise on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Mike has completed their outlap. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. The lights are off, the gloves are on, and it's go time.
It's pedal to the metal, but with finesse. It's a wild dance out there, and these drivers better be light on their feet or they'll find themselves out of step.
Sunrider will be feeling confident starting from pole position. As the green flag drops, keep an eye on Jack M team starting in second position. The third place on the grid belongs to Wayne Pearson, a driver with plenty of experience. It's Eric Wolfs sitting comfortably in fourth.
But they're going to have to be quick out of the blocks if they want to keep up with the top performers.
Starting just behind the front runners in fifth place is the determined driver, Chris Ilduke. Mr. Bang is sixth. Sitting in seventh is D-Max.
But if they can find their rhythm early on, they could be a real threat.
Mike O'Hagan will be looking to gain ground quickly as they start from 8th on the grid. As the engines roar to life, Patrick Schwanz prepares to take off from the 9th position on the starting grid.
We've not seen the best from Patrick Schwanz yet.
Puppy Dog from Hell has qualified 10th. Isn't that a sight? Sunrider hanging tight at 1. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smarter to whip that one. Heartbreak for Sunrider as they slip down the field. Things are getting spicy as Jack M team is breathing down Sunrider's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
At this rate, Jack M team and Sunrider are so close, they could share a cup of tea and a biscuit.
D-Max wants to find a way round Patrick Schwanz.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Tough break for D-Max, who has just lost a position.
Sucks to be them, Rob.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. I swear, Eric Wolfs is on the prowl, making the leap to 5th look as easy as a Sunday Arvo barbecue. Buckle up, Patrick Schwanz is all over Eric Wolfs like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? Hold on to your hats. Wayne Pearson is gunning for Chris Ilduke. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend.
With Wayne Pearson on the hunt, Chris Ilduke better not blink. Every split second counts in this tango.
Mr. Bang could be looking for a way up the inside of D-Max.
Do they have the speed for a move? And more importantly, do they have the talent?
Oh, this is getting intense. Puppy Dog from Hell is just behind Eric Wolfs.
Puppy Dog from Hell is so close to Eric Wolfs that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
What a move. Puppy Dog from Hell has moved up to 8th. Gee whiz, Wayne Pearson is breathing down Chris Ilduke's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Chris Ilduke's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
And the drivers know it too, Rob. They're giving it everything they've got, and you can see them pushing the limits of the car's capabilities.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Puppy Dog from Hell is sniffing around Eric Wolfs like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 8th. Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to Puppy Dog from Hell for nabbing 8th. As a former racing driver, Hal, how important is the relationship between a driver and their team during a race?
It's absolutely crucial, Rob. The team provides valuable information and support, helping the driver make the right decisions on track. A strong bond between the driver and the team can be the difference between winning and losing.
Wow, Mike is really pushing hard to catch up to Puppy Dog from Hell. There's blood in the water for 8th place.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Mike or Puppy Dog from Hell? This is high-stakes racing.
Blimey, Eric Wolfs is playing a tight game of footy on this track. DMAX's got the ball, but no clear shot at the goal just yet. And Chris Ilduke is having to make that Nissan GT-R R35 Cup 2007 as wide as possible to try and keep Wayne Pearson behind them. Incident alert, things don't look to be going Mr. Bang's way, as already they are into the pits. Remember when Mr. Bang was on the pace? Neither do I kinda like my recollection of last Friday night.
It's going to be tough for Mr. Bang, as Puppy Dog from Hell seems to have found their rhythm. But anything can happen in racing, and we've seen Mr. Bang pull off some impressive moves before. I'm excited to see if they can make it happen again.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Patrick Schwanz is breathing down the neck of Wayne Pearson, not giving him any room to relax. It's a close race between Wayne Pearson and Chris Ilduke in fourth.
Oi, Rob, wouldn't want to be in Chris Ilduke's shoes right now, would y'all? Talk about a pressure cooker situation.
Fair dinkum, Wayne Pearson is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Chris Ilduke is now down to a whisker at 0.3 seconds.
Wayne Pearson's suspension setup's really letting them carry speed into the apex, catching up to Chris Ilduke like molasses in winter.
Crikey, that overtake by Wayne Pearson was smoother than a coldie on a hot summer day.
Well, from what I've seen on the oval tracks, that's how the big leagues play. But I gotta admit, this is next level.
Things are heating up as Puppy Dog from Hell closes in on D-Max. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
Remember that time Puppy Dog from Hell made that audacious move on the last lap? Feels like deja vu, doesn't it, Rob?
You reckon Chris Ilduke's rearview is just filled with Wayne Pearson now?
Oh, without a doubt. That's a sight no driver wants in their mirrors.
Oh, mate, that's how the old man used to drive after a couple of bevies at the pub. Not the right line, but definitely entertaining. The gap between Chris Ilduke and Patrick Schwanz is razor thin as they vie for fourth in this nail-biting contest.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Chris Ilduke is definitely living on the edge today.
It's not going to plan for Chris Ilduke. They are still behind Patrick Schwanz and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. I reckon they've had a few secret lessons down under. Chris Ilduke's just breezed into fourth.
Shoot, Chris Ilduke's got more moves than a dance floor on a Saturday night. Look at them shimmy into fourth.
Whoa there, Wayne Pearson is sticking to Chris Ilduke like glue. You reckon Chris Ilduke's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
I remember being in a similar situation during my racing days. Wayne Pearson must stay focused and wait for the perfect opportunity to overtake.
Wayne Pearson's on the back foot here, struggling to keep up with Chris Ilduke like a dingo after a roadrunner. You know, Hal, as a former racing driver yourself, can you give us some insights into what goes through a driver's mind during these quieter moments in a race?
Sure, Rob. During these moments, drivers often take the opportunity to assess their race strategy, monitor their car's performance, and plan their next move. It's all about staying focused and finding the right time to strike.
Chris Ilduke is in fourth and is being closely chased by Wayne Pearson, who is just 0.7 seconds behind.
It's an intense race between these two drivers, and Wayne Pearson is going to have to try something here.
Chris Ilduke's showing off some serious moves, making Wayne Pearson look like they're dancing with two left feet. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. Wayne Pearson's been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip braking update. Looks like that's a mistake from Chris Ilduke. This could be costly.
It's a real shame. Until this point in the race, they'd been looking at a decent result.
Alright, hold your horses. Puppy Dog from Hell is really putting the heat on Wayne Pearson. If I were Wayne Pearson, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
One wrong move and we could see a spectacular new synchronized pirouette performance by Puppy Dog from Hell and Wayne Pearson, though I doubt the judges would give them a perfect score.
It's like David versus Goliath out there. Puppy Dog from Hell just slung a stone and gained ground, while Wayne Pearson is left searching for footing. We got a close battle as Chris Ilduke closes in on Puppy Dog from Hell.
These two are putting on a masterclass in precision driving. Every turn, every acceleration, calculated to perfection.
Chris Ilduke is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Puppy Dog from Hell to 0.5 seconds.
Now this is what I call some high-octane excitement. Both drivers pedal down, looking to grab the brass ring.
Now that's how it's done. Chris Ilduke rips through the track, while Puppy Dog from Hell watches the taillights fade. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
If Puppy Dog from Hell pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
The intensity is off the charts as Chris Ilduke hounds Eric Wolfs, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Chris Ilduke gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
No room for error here. Wayne Pearson is breathing down the neck of Chris Ilduke, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move.
Honestly, Rob, with this chase, I'm half expecting to see some sneaky dive bombs in the next few laps. Popcorn ready?
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
It's going to be a close one. Chris Ilduke will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Well, if it isn't Wayne Pearson, the wild wallaby of the track, hopping right off the tarmac.
Dang, Wayne Pearson swerving around like me chasing a sale at the car parts store. Always ends up being a wild ride.
This is what racing is all about, folks. Three fearless drivers pushing their machines to the abs. Breaking news, folks. And D-Max in 8th is coming into the pits, and that might be to serve a penalty.
Well, races can be won or lost in the pits, but in this case it's all bad news for DMAX. That's going to be tough to come back from.
Wow, D-Max is really pushing it. They're coming up fast, Sunrider, and there's no way they can make the turn. A setback for D-Max, who has just been passed. In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
It's a game of inches now as Chris Ilduke tails Wayne Pearson closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. The gap between Patrick Schwanz and Eric holds at court. Hold the phone. Looks like Patrick Schwanz is testing the off-road capabilities of their ride.
Well, slap my grandma. Patrick Schwanz has gone off like they saw a ghost. Or maybe they just saw their last lap time.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. Wayne Pearson is proper nipping at Chris Ilduke's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
Hang on to your cork hats, mates. We're about to see more jousting than a footy final between Wayne Pearson and Chris Ilduke. As a former driver, Hal, how did you manage the physical demands of racing?
It's all about preparation, Rob. Drivers undergo rigorous fitness training to build their strength, stamina, and flexibility. A proper diet and hydration plan is also essential to ensure peak performance on race day.
Blimey, Patrick Schwanz's more eager to catch Eric Wolf's than a bloke at the bar at last call. Hope he's got the stamina for this chase.
The roaring engines are echoing Patrick Schwanz's battle cry. Eric Wolf's. Can you hear the thunder?
It's a thrilling pursuit as Wayne Pearson is right behind Chris Ilduke, keeping the pressure on for 6th place.
Should things go south between Wayne Pearson and Chris Ilduke, we might witness a high-speed game of bumper cars, but trust me, it's way less fun with real race cars.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory?
If Chris Ilduke gets any closer, they might as well ask Wayne Pearson for a piggyback ride.
The gap between Chris Ilduke and Wayne Pearson is expanding faster than the Bull's waistline. It's now a whopping 0.5 seconds. It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Chris Ilduke gaining places and Wayne Pearson losing them.
Someone better check if Chris Ilduke's been drinking those energy drinks, as it seems like they got wins.
This is what it's all about, folks. Wayne Pearson is in hot pursuit of Chris Ilduke, who's just trying to stay ahead. Speaking of gambles, mate, what's your take on these mid-race fuel stop strategies? I reckon it's like deciding when to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Timing is everything, like deciding when to pull out the moonshine at a family reunion. Wait too long, and you'll miss the party.
The action is non-stop as Patrick Schwanz shadows Eric Wolf's through every twist and turn, determined to claim third.
Rob, last time I saw Patrick Schwanz this riled up, there were sparks flying off the track. Get ready for a showdown.
Oi, Patrick Schwanz's chassis balance is on point today. They're handling bumps and curbs smoother than a croc sliding into water. Eric Wolf's has got a battle ahead. A great moment for Patrick Schwanz, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings.
Man, if racing was a barbecue, Patrick Schwanz just threw down the spiciest ribs. Up to third and sizzling.
The adrenaline is pumping as Eric Wolf's gets within striking distance of Patrick Schwanz in their race for third.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Wayne Pearson is right on the heels of Chris Ilduke, and we're in for a wild ride. Mate, Wayne Pearson's creeping up on Chris Ilduke like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear. Did you ever think about the physics at play here? The G-forces these drivers feel, especially during tight corners. It's mind-boggling.
Absolutely, Rob. And it's not just the car's engineering, but the human body's resilience and adaptability. The way these drivers train to withstand and use those forces to their advantage. It's an art form combined with sheer grit.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other. Gee whiz, Eric Wolf's is getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking.
This is what racing is all about. It's anyone's game at this point. Who will come out on top?
And Eric Wolf's has just won the place from Patrick Schwanz.
Where there's a will, there's a relative.
It's an intense battle for position as Patrick Schwanz tries to outmaneuver Eric Wolfs. This is edge of your seat racing.
If Patrick Schwanz gets any closer to Eric Wolfs, they'll need to start sending out wedding invitations.
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown? A great pass for Chris Ilduke as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Puppy Dog from Hell has lost ground.
Go, 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 that's what we want to see.
Things are getting spicy as Wayne Pearson is breathing down Puppy Dog from Hell's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
This is the moment where legends are made. These drivers will go down in history as the ones who fought tooth and nail for the top spot.
Blimey, Wayne Pearson's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. Bloody hell, Wayne Pearson's tearing up the tarmac and just snatched 6th. Makes you want to crack a cold one in celebration. It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. The gap between Patrick Schwanz and Eric Wolfs is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. The age-old challenge. Puppy Dog from Hell is trying to catch Wayne Pearson, sort of like trying to find a matching sock in the laundry. The struggle is real, folks. As we come into the final moments of this epic race, Sunrider is in the lead. Can they stay calm and bring home the bacon? And it's a checkered flag for Sunrider, who crosses the finish line with a commanding victory. What a phenomenal performance, absolutely dominant today.
What a display of skill and precision.
A nail-biting finish, but Jack M team claims second place.
Intense race, but Jack M team held their nerve and earned a great second place.
In 8th, it's D-Max. That was an outstanding performance from Eric Wolfs. They fought hard and took the final spot on the podium.
Fantastic result.
Patrick Schwanz, Chris Ilduke, and Wayne Pearson take 4th, 5th, and 6th. Followed by Puppy Dog from Hell in 7th. Sunrider is on pole. Jack M team is going to be starting from second.
And they are looking to start the race on the medium's tire compound.
And in third place, we have Eric Wolfs.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
Securing the fourth place is Patrick Schwanz.
Patrick Schwanz will be ready to show what they're made of.
Lining up in fifth is Chris Ilduke. Starting from the sixth position, Wayne Pearson will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win. On the seventh grid slot, we have Puppy Dog from Hell. From the middle of the pack, we have D-Max in 8th place on the starting grid.
Another mid-pack start for DMAX.
And just like that, the race has started. Now, we'll see who has the skill and nerve to outmaneuver their rivals.
These racers gotta be both fierce and patient. Can't afford no slip-ups if they're aiming for that winner's circle.
It's a real fine line, pal.
Gonna be one heck of a first run, tell y'all that. Can't wait to see how this shakes out.
As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team and Assetto Corsa friends for making this all possible. Heroes one and all. Brilliant to see such a full grid here today. This is going to be one hell of a race. I can already feel it. You know, they say, steady as she goes, and that's exactly what Eric Wolfs is doing. Holding on to 3, maybe they've got a trick or 2 up their sleeve for later. There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start. It's not coming up roses for Chris Ilduke. They're trailing Wayne Pearson and the gap's on the rise. They don't seem to have a response. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Buckle up. Sunrider is all over Jack M team like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? The gap between Sunrider and Jack M team is getting smaller.
He's waiting on that golden chance like a hound on a pork chop.
Hold on to your hats. Puppy Dog from Hell is gunning for Chris Ilduke. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? It's not always the fireworks on track that win the race. Puppy Dog from Hell is playing it cool, holding their cards close.
That's the mark of a good driver. Puppy Dog from Hell is staying focused on their own race and not getting distracted.
Oh, this is getting intense. Sunrider is just behind Jack M Team.
That's right, Rob. The pressure is palpable. The fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who will come out on top in this epic showdown.
There's not much to report on from Sunrider at the moment. They're just keeping their head down and putting in consistent laps.
Exactly, it's like playing chess at 200 miles per hour. Sunrider is thinking several moves ahead, and it might just pay off.
It's a brilliant day for racing, and the drivers are putting on a show.
Absolutely. What a great race we are witnessing today. These drivers are giving it their all, and it's a thrill to watch them compete at this level.
They're really pushing themselves and their machines to the limit, and it's paying off with some incredible driving.
It's a pleasure to be here today, Rob. You really can't beat the excitement of a good race, especially one as competitive as this.
Gee whiz, Eric, Wolfs is breathing down DMAX's neck. Wouldn't want to be in DMAX's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
You reckon DMAX is sweating bullets yet, Rob? Because I'd be needing a towel by now with Eric. Wolf's right behind me.
A couple car lengths might not sound like much, but when you've got Patrick Schwanz breathing down your neck, it feels like a bloody eternity. Look at this, Hal. What a shame for Puppy Dog from Hell. They've lost P5 to Patrick Schwanz, and that's got to hurt. You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Sunrider is sniffing around Jack M Team like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of first.
As an experienced driver, I can tell you that Sunrider must be laser focused on Jack and Team's every move, looking for the slightest weakness to exploit.
Tire degradation's a right pain in the ass, but Sunrider's handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with Jack M Team, aren't they? Wow, Patrick Schwanz is really pushing hard to catch up to Chris Ilduke. There's blood in the water for 4th place. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Sunrider is breathing down the neck of Jack M Team, not giving him any room to relax.
Mate, if I had $1 for every time Sunrider looked like overtaking, I'd be sipping mojitos on a beach right now.
It's a close race between Patrick Schwanz and Chris Ilduke in 4th. It's not looking good for Patrick Schwanz. They are still behind Chris Ilduke and the gap is increasing. They are gonna need to dig a bit deeper to hold on a second. Crikey, Eric. Wolves thought they were on a boomerang's flight path. Only problem? Didn't come back.
Seems like Eric. Wolf's is off-roading. You know, like my attempts to adult. All over the place.
Blimey, Puppy Dog from Hell is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster. With steely determination and laser focus, D-Max is homing in on Eric, Wolf's. The battle lines are drawn. Looks like D-Max remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Eric, Wolf's, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie.
Now, ain't that something? DMAX is right on it. Just needs to keep the pedal to the metal to tailgate Eric, Wolf's.
You ever wonder, Rob, how much preparation goes into each race weekend? It's not just about the driver, but the hundreds behind the scenes, making every little detail count.
Oh, absolutely. The hours spent in the simulator, the mechanics work.
Hold up a mo. Maybe Jack M Team's got a drop bear in the cockpit, cause that move was bonkers. Even though Wayne Pearson is a fair way behind Jack M Team, they can't afford to let their guard down. Jack M Team is still vulnerable to mistakes. Crikey, Wayne Pearson's playing hardball today, closing off those gaps like a tight-knit woolly jumper. Good luck weaving through that one, Jack M Team.
Wayne Pearson's guarding that line like a sentinel. If Jack M Team wants to make a move, they better have a trick up their sleeve.
Wayne Pearson is really belting along the track, leaving Jack M Team struggling to keep pace.
That's right, Rob. If Jack M Team doesn't pick up the pace, they might as well be moving at a snail's pace.
It may seem like Wayne Pearson is far behind, but Sunrider can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Wayne Pearson an opening to catch up.
Absolutely right, Rob, and Wayne Pearson knows that too. They have to keep driving at their best if they want to take advantage of any opportunity that comes their way.
Wayne Pearson is gaining on Sunrider quicker than a croc on a wallaby. It's a blink and you'll miss it situation with 8.0 seconds separating them.
This ain't Sunrider's first rodeo, but they've got a real challenge on their hands keeping Wayne Pearson in the rearview mirror.
If I had $1 for every time Jack M Team closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Wayne Pearson, the thunder from down under is coming. It looks like Jack M Team is making a move. The gap to Wayne Pearson is now down to 0.7 seconds.
Dang, Jack M Team's fuel strategy and conservation of those brakes is spot on. They're inching closer to Wayne Pearson like a hound on a hot dog.
We've got an edge of your seat battle between Wayne Pearson in second and Jack M Team in 3, with just 0.4 seconds between them.
If Wayne Pearson were a country song, they'd be about losing their girl, their truck, and now, their lead.
Things are heating up as Jack M Team closes in on Wayne Pearson. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. Stone the Crows. Jack M Team's on fire, surging ahead like there's a free round at the pub waiting. Hello, second.
I tell ya, Jack M Team's hotter than a peppered pickle right now. Bold and spicy, claiming second like a champ.
The gap between Wayne Pearson and Jack M Team is razor thin as they vie for second in this nail-biting contest. While Eric Wolfs is not under immediate threat from D-Max, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip-up could cost them their position.
Reckon DMAX is starting to feel a bit like they're out in the outback. They can see the horizon, but it's a long way off. Good on ya, Eric Wolfs, for keeping that distance.
It's the classic cat and mouse game, but instead of cheese, the prize is a racing position. Can Puppy Dog from Hell steal it from D-Max? Remember when we thought Puppy Dog from Hell had peaked? Think again. They're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making DMAX's mirrors awfully busy.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Puppy Dog from Hell's using that draft from DMAX real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
Whoa there, Wayne Pearson is sticking to Chris Ilduke like glue. You reckon Chris Ilduke's feeling the pressure? Cause I sure would.
If Wayne Pearson isn't careful, they might end up turning this high-speed chase into a synchronized spinning routine. And trust me, that's not a crowd pleaser.
Jack M team is placed second at the moment. They are hoping to keep their distance ahead of Chris Ilduke, who is 4.6 seconds behind.
It's like Jack M team's out on the open highway and Chris Ilduke's still getting directions at the last gas station. Got a bit of catching up to do.
Chris Ilduke is in there like a rat up a drain pipe. Hal. Jack M team is not going to be happy about that. Mate, Jack M team's stuck at the Barbie waiting for their snag, and Chris Ilduke's already onto dessert.
Kinda like when the pie's out of the oven, but you're still kneading the dough. Jack M team's gotta catch up.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. Chris Ilduke has the pedal to the metal chasing Wayne Pearson.
I might have said this before, but dog, bone, you know the rest.
This is a thrilling moment in the race, with Wayne Pearson in second defending their position with everything they've got. But Chris Ilduke is relentless, and the gap is less than 0.5 seconds. It's anyone's position at this point.
I've seen close racing, but this is another level.
Oh, it's like a good old game of footy, every inch is contested. And Wayne Pearson has just lost the place to Chris Ilduke.
You know, Wayne Pearson's looking like they missed the tailgate party. But watch out, Chris Ilduke's been training like they're heading to the NASCAR big leagues.
The gap between Jack M team and D-Max is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from Jack M team to bring D-Max into play. The gap between Jack M team and D-Max is getting smaller. It's now down to 0.9 seconds.
This is a critical moment in the race for Jack M team. They need to find some extra speed and stay ahead of DMAX.
Looks like Jack M team's letting others have their 15 seconds of fame. Now strolling at 7th. The gap between Wayne Pearson and Chris Ilduke is widening. It's now up to 1.1 seconds. On a lighter note, if I could eat, I'd kill for some of the trackside snacks right about now.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, my digestion is a real mess.
Is that what the smell is? Alright, hold your horses. Puppy Dog from Hell is really putting the heat on Jack M team. If I were Jack M team, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. Puppy Dog from Hell's giving it a red hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Jack M team. It's like chasing a roo on a motorbike. Fair dinkum, Wayne Pearson's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. With that gap, Wayne Pearson's practically drafting off Chris Ilduke, eh?
Exactly. They're so close, it's like they're sharing the same race line.
Impressive driving from Chris Ilduke, who has managed to extend their lead over Wayne Pearson. They are walking away at this point. Does Wayne Pearson have anything in reserve?
It's clear that Chris Ilduke is dominating right now. They're making it very difficult for Wayne Pearson to catch up.
We got a close battle as Jack M team closes in on D-Max.
It's a thrilling battle for position as these two drivers give it their all. Who will come out on top? This is racing at its finest.
Fair dinkum, Jack M team is getting a wriggle up. The gap to D-Max is now down to a whisker at 0.2 seconds. This is a thrilling battle as Puppy Dog from Hell edges closer to Jack M team in their fight for P7.
The gap between them is now just over 1.8 seconds. Who will come out on top?
Puppy Dog from Hell and Jack M team have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 147.4 seconds now. So, Hal, considering the high speeds and split-second decision-making involved in racing, what's the impact of even a minor lapse in concentration?
A minor lapse in concentration can have significant consequences, Rob. It could lead to an off-track excursion, a loss of position, or even a collision. That's why it's crucial for drivers to stay focused and alert throughout the race.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. This is where the true champions shine, and Sunrider is certainly showing their class in the final sector. The leader has done it. What an incredible performance from Sunrider, who was simply untouchable today. This is a race that will go down in the history books. Chris Ilgy takes second place with a fantastic race. What a race from Wayne Pearson. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium.
Impressive driving to secure that spot.
Taking fourth is Patrick Schwanz. Eric Wolfs brings home fifth. Sixth sees D-Max. Finishing 7th and 8th is Jack M team and Puppy Dog from Hell.